Welcome to Rabcast. I'm Daniel Weiner. Have you ever gone back to the house you grew up in as a young child? You can almost hit your head on once vaulted ceilings. The looming trees in the yard barely touch the sky. And the big bedroom you shared with a sibling, a world unto yourselves filled with play, fired by dreams and imagination, is barely larger than your current walk-in closet. Perspective is strange, mysterious, and powerful, becoming our reality if we let it. As we grow and change, the once familiar appears new and different. At other times, we feel we've stayed the same, but those around us seem to transform miraculously. Try watching your teenager time warp from bat mitzvah to college applications, and you'll see that our grandmothers were right. Time passes too quickly. They were also right about the preciousness of health. We should have listened. Perspective and faith are at the core of this week's Torah portion, Parshat Shelach-Lecha. The Israelites send scouts to check out the land of Canaan, to assess its purported quality and assume challenges. The scouts return not only with a seemingly radioactive cluster of grapes that became the brand for Israeli wine, they also return with a message. The good news? This is Xanadu, a land flowing with milk and honey, the ancient Near Eastern equivalent of Cristal and Lamborghinis, if Kanye West had scouted and rhymed it. But there are also powerful forces and fortresses that appear overwhelming, so much so that the scouts felt like grasshoppers in comparison. Not the thuggish ones in A Bug's Life, the smaller ones you feed your gecko. As the people begin to freak out, two of the scouts, Joshua and Caleb, step up with a St. Crispin's Day speech to make Mel Gibson green with Jew envy, encouraging the people, Ki yachol nuchala, we shall surely overcome it, admonishing the people to put their faith in the God above and the God within. If they can conquer the paralysis born of dire perspective and the fear it engenders, they can conquer the land. The people continue to lose it, even wishing they died in the wilderness rather than by the sword of their enemies. Be careful what you wish for. Though Moses talks a frustrated God out of disposing of the people completely and starting afresh with him, God gives the people what they want. This faithless generation will die in the wilderness, and their children will inherit the promised land. The 40 days of scouting will become 40 years of wandering for the dying generation. A better reason for the journey to have taken so long than the common complaint that Jewish men don't like to ask for directions. Only Caleb and Joshua, paragons of faith in God and in themselves, visionaries who balanced momentary perspective with the bigger picture, are allowed to enter the land. The lesson is clear. From Shakespeare's Caesar warning that cowards die many deaths, to FDR's admonition that we have nothing to fear but fear itself, if we can master our perspective and thus rein in our fear, we are capable of unprecedented greatness. Whether through personal achievement or the resolution of the world's most intractable issues, if you have clear eyes and a full heart, you can't lose. Shabbat Shalom.